Alright, so I wanted to make a Sneako video and I realized that Sneako has a new channel with 22.7K subscribers. I don't know if it actually Sneako, I think it is, but it looks like he just made a new channel. I didn't know you could do that after getting banned off of everything and then banning two of your channels. I would think that as soon as they notice that you made another channel, they would just ban it immediately, especially if they thought your content was so controversial. But that's neither here or there, nor will I tell y'all to go report his page. Let the man live. But you feel me? I think in one of my old videos, the reason I even want to make this video is because I call Sneako smart, because he know what he's doing. You feel me? He's trying to be controversial to get the views. That's why he talks about the shit that he talks about. He feels like it's, he's touching something important. But a lot of times I feel like his perspective is very like one track minded. Like he gets to his conclusion and he just sticks with it. He doesn't think about the other possibilities that are, out there. And that's one of the reasons why I dislike Sneako, you feel me? He just seems one track minded. Once he comes to his conclusion, that's it. There's no stopping him. He's just like he's a train. He just goes straight ahead without even thinking, you feel me? For real. Like, he's not strategic. If he played chess, he would lose a lot. That's how I feel. But who knows if he's actually good at chess or not. But let's get into it. This video is Sneako on race realism, and I just have this video because I think he might be talking about something interesting here, and I'm gonna get into it later. But I think Sneako is stupid because he could have really ran it up if he didn't, if he wasn't stupid. You feel me? He could have really ran it up on YouTube. He was running it up. The streaming shit was a smart move for him. He was making more money than he was ever making before. The only problem with it is the fact that, like, all the controversial shit, you feel me? Like, yes, you can talk about important topics, but you gotta watch the way you speak. You feel me? Like, like that goes for everyone. Cause like you could say whatever you want for real, but you really can't. Freedom of speech is not a real thing. You feel me? And that goes anywhere. Like anywhere. I could say something today and get shot tomorrow for it. You feel me? Yeah, I have freedom of speech to say what I wanted, but like they say, freedom of speech is not freedom of consequence. You could say whatever you want, but there's going to be consequences behind the words or the actions that you take. You feel me? And so some got banned, and I think it's just. You feel me? People get banned every day. Once again, you didn't create this platform. Someone else created it, and you're on it. You're on their platform. They could do whatever they want. If they wanted, they could kick everyone off of this shit. You couldn't say shit. It's like people think that it's unjust or you're silencing me. No, nigga, you're using someone else's platform. Get off. Like, you feel me? If they kick you off, that's your ass. You feel me? Like, who are you really trying to fight against? Who are you really trying to rally people against? You think people are gonna rally against YouTube for real, for you, or for anyone else for that matter? You feel me? And now what sucks is now he has to move to Rumble, which probably doesn't have the same type of ad monetization that YouTube has, because YouTube is just the best fucking monetization um system there is. You feel me? Has the best monetization out of every other type of social media. So you're not getting the same bag that you were getting on YouTube anywhere else. Of course, he's selling his course. That was his way of trying to be like Andrew Tate with the Hustlers Club. But Andrew Tate has a guaranteed income every month, whereas the creativity kit, once that shit is dead and your fans stop buying it, or people stop, you feel me, fucking with your content, that shit is dead. You feel me? And also, moving to Rumble, you feel me? A lot of your fans not gonna want to move from YouTube to Rumble. They're gonna see that you going and be like, damn, that sucks. Not watching your shit no more. You feel me? Like, a lot of people is not taking that jump to go to some weird ass platform. You feel me? I mean, of course some people will, but it is what it is. You feel me? He's stupid once again, because he really threw away a huge bag and a lot of clout, and you feel me, he built up a huge audience on two different platforms, and he really could have kept that shit if he was just careful, or was smarter with his words, his word choice, and how he acted. You feel me? But the acting and the word choice is even a big part of why he grew so fast. So I guess sometimes you gotta be a clown. You know what Sneako is actually? You know what he reminds me of? If you ever watch Denzel Curry, the song Black Balloon, it's basically about artists selling their soul. You feel me? And it's like a circus. The artist becomes like a clown in a circus, and there's a circus master, whatever you call them. I forgot the name for it. Who orchestrates the orchestrator or whatever, who's basically like moving him around like a puppet. And that's what Sneako is for his audience. You feel me? As much as he thinks he's out of the matrix, if your audience were to leave you, which I don't mean it's not happening, but once again, if your audience was gone, you would have no reason to do anything that you're doing because no one would be watching. You wouldn't even be motivated to do the shit you do if your audience disappeared. You would just fall off the face of the earth. You feel me? It's sad to say, but it's true. Like, and to think that you could get out of the matrix is stupid. You just gotta play the game. You feel me? The only way you get out is if you quite literally you need money, you need cash. That's the only way to get out, for real. To really get out the matrix is just to have enough money to do whatever you want. Other than that, getting out of the matrix, who like what? You know what? The government, the higher ups, blah blah blah. Who cares about them, bro? Do I give a fuck about no higher ups doing some satanic shit? I do not care. They could do as much Satan shit as they want, as long as I can move my ass away from that shit. I do not. They could do as much of that pagan nonsense as they want. I know that shit not touching me because I'm gonna be over there. You feel me? Over there. You feel me? They could do as much of that nonsense as they want. Collect as much Nephilim souls roaming the planet, all of that. Yeah, I don't know what I'll talk about Nephilim. Go read your Bible, you feel me? But that's as much as I gotta say about that. You feel me? Son is just stupid. I don't know how many times I could say it a million times. You feel me? And I'm not gonna go back on my word because he's quite literally stupid. Like it's quite literally a fact that he's stupid because like you have such a he could have done so much. You feel me? So much influence, so much clout just to basically waste that shit. You feel me? Like of course he's always gonna have an audience, but he wasted a huge like platform for no reason too. Like I guess the reason he would say is to get people out of the matrix or whatever, or he wanted to be talk about the real topics, the controversial, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. But it's like you could have really saved yourself, got your family somewhere else, lived a good life, all of that, blah blah blah. And I think everyone eventually you wake up and realize you can't save everyone. So as much as you want to talk about all this controversial shit or all these you know, theories and blah 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 about whatever's going on in the world, want to fix it, blah blah. Bro, you cannot fix the world. You cannot fix the world. Like one man, not even it. It wouldn't even a group, even having a huge group of people. More than likely, you're not saving the world. Even if you had a huge group, I mean, you really need a collective. Like you need everyone on board. You feel me? You need the government. You need all the official. You need everyone to be on board with. You feel me? Going green and all of this, and you feel me? So it's like you really not saving the world. It's not one man, especially even if you have a huge audience, you're not saving the world, bro. It's just not. It's not happening. You gotta get together with the right people to really make that change. And most people are not doing that. And most of the people in the position to do that, they don't want to do that. So yeah.
Now that I realize that Kanye and Candace Owens both wear this shirt and have children with white people, I think the message would make more sense if they had a healthy black relationship. If they were proud, like I think that's fully being proudly black is being with them. I think it does say a lot about you who you choose to be with.
I mean, he's not wrong right here, but they're both crazy anyway. So the white matters, the white lives matter statement or whatever on the shirt, it just I just look at them like two crazy people, you feel me? Personally.
And a lot of people call that just preference or something like that. Okay, but why is that your preference?
People's preference is shaped by their early adulthood. Like even me as a kid, I thought black people At one point, because of the media and the TV, I thought, oh, white people must be the, the pretty ones attracted. Because all I saw on TV was commercials of like Dove and whatever and blonde hair and white skin. And I was like, "Oh, white girls must be pretty." You feel me? Because that's all I saw was the models on TV. I never actually saw that many white people in real life. And I just assumed that black people must be the ugly ones. You know what I mean? But I quickly grew out of that. You feel me? I quickly grew out of that. Like colorism is a big part, plays a big role, and what you see in media and stuff like that plays a big role in influencing, brainwashing your mind into thinking that black is ugly and white is right. Of course, a lot of that is going away today, but back when I was growing up, like in the 1990s, you feel me? It was a little bit different. You didn't see that many black people on TV and on media, not beautiful black people at that. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Why are most black, or pretty much every single black man, is dating a woman that's lighter? Almost every single one. What?
Uh, it goes back to the same thing. You feel me? Colorism. Light is right and dark is, you feel me? But that's not everyone, and it's slow. It's slightly changing nowadays. So you can't. That's a very broad statement to say everyone. There's a lot of them, yes, but it's slowly changing. And yeah, it's just family teaching. It's just people teaching you that dating up is dating white. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, you could be with a black girl, but if you want higher socioeconomical status or whatever, you should go for the white girl. And then I also believe it's also not even, it's not as much their choice. Like they have to go out of their way to date a black girl, because I think once they get to the level that they're at, they just become surrounded by white people. You feel me? And white, all of the people around them are white, white girls, white manager, white this, white that. You feel me? So they get out of like where they're from, and they don't really see black people that much anymore. They see mostly white people. So I think that's what it is.
What do you think about beauty standards? Why do you have that preference? What do you really think? I showed that to. I mean, I'll be honest. I showed that to Fresh and Fit. I used to date this girl who was Senegalese and from Ivory Coast. So she was.
I date black though. Feel me? Black is beautiful. You feel me? And as a Jamaican person, you really gotta. You feel me? I feel like Jamaica really pounded that into me. You feel me? Pause. But yeah, Jamaica really helped me understand, and Jamaican music really helped me understand. You feel me? They be praising the black woman. You feel me? So that really like. And then I seen beautiful black women. When you see a real beautiful, beautiful black woman, bro, like it's like. Mm, brown skin, sugar and spice, everything nice, bro. They taste like cocoa butter. Come on. It's just different. You feel me? It's not the same. Of course, there are beautiful white women, but most of them to me look the same. I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of them look the same. Unless you see like a really, really like 10 out of 10. Like I feel like even most black people just be dating like they be looking mad regular. I'm like, bro, you could have found a really attractive black girl, but hey man, it is what it is. Everyone has their preference, and me, I'd rather go for a beautiful black girl. You feel me? If I can, but I have no real preferences honestly. Like I'll date anyone. I'll date Asian, white, black, green. It don't matter as long as I think you're beautiful to me. That's what it is. It's just that a lot of the other, you know, yeah. As long as you're beautiful to me, you feel me? That's all I would say.
Dark as fuck. Some of you guys like type of one if you remember those old videos with her. And I was so surprised like when I would show people pictures of her or like when I get reactions from people. Girl's dark as hell. I still think she's beautiful. We broke up because of COVID, blah blah blah. We couldn't be in the same country. You know, she's much older than me. It was my first like real relationship. And then I like showing other people like, oh, she's like in the Hutu tribe. Ooh, 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 ooh. Like do monkey. Oh, she's
That's like racist and beyond disrespectful. And then I don't know how I feel about him making this video and then emulating it. Like that just it's just mad. It's I don't like it. I don't like it personally, but No, that was your girlfriend. If you want to just continue to disrespect her on social media in front of huge audiences, that's your choice. But I personally would have left that out, and especially emulating it right here. It's just
throwing spears, and even I would even get those jokes from like other black people, and it's like,
if you're getting those from other black people, you should watch those black people. Those are ignorant, very ignorant black people. You know what I mean? Obviously, don't know. Yeah, that's just poor house training, and those black people are probably the black people who much rather date a white girl than a black girl. You feel me? But that's just what that is. You feel me? They obviously don't like themselves. Yeah.
very surprising. Why is that ugly? Like I don't have those same standards as a lot of people. I'm not saying that I'm better or I'm not as much of an NPC, but I don't attach beauty to the color of your skin.
Nigga said NPC. I'm not as much. So you could have just said you're not colorist, or you're not. You could have just said you're flat out not racist. Instead, he chose to dance around it and say I'm not as much of a bot or NPC. That's not what it is. You're just not colorist like other people. And maybe your Haitian family actually taught you something valuable. You feel me? I don't know, but for me, it's simple. Just go listen to Chronics. Black is Beautiful. Go listen to some Bob Marley or some Damian Marley. Or there's so many different Jamaican artists who talk about brown skin. And for me, it's just like going back to your roots. You feel me? Going back to what's natural. Going back to like how you dark skin and you don't like dark skin. It just don't make sense. How you don't like black women. Of course, yeah, there are black women who I think are not attractive to me personally, but there are a lot who are. So it's just crazy to me. And Sneako's girlfriend wasn't ugly. Was she attractive to me? She was just regular to me. She just looked regular to me. I wouldn't personally go for her. Especially since I don't like short hair like that. So she got short hair. I like shoulder length or long hair. You feel me personally? But everyone to each his own. You feel me? But I would have never came for her skin color. You feel me? That's crazy to me. And people used to come for my skin color too. People used to call me blackety black black. You feel me? People used to call me black black. Like I was black. Like I was the color of their shirt. You feel me? And I'm black. I'm blacker than most people still. It don't look like that in the camera because there's light in there. But you feel me? People used to come for me OD. And I'm like, bro, we're the same skin color. And they would put their hand next to mine and be like, no, we're not. No, we're not. See, I'm lighter. And I was like, barely. Like, you're not even that much lighter than me. See? But yeah, it's just what it is. People hate themselves. That's what it is. And it almost made me hate myself when I was younger. That's the craziest thing. But now I love my skin. You feel me? It didn't take too long for shit to change. As soon as I left, like what, elementary school or even middle school, maybe. As soon as I left, like around elementary, middle school, I think maybe middle school is when I was like, yeah, that shit don't really matter to me.
And if we're gonna be honest, the black community does. All of them want, all black men, let's be honest, want light skins, want red bones.
No, my girl is lighter complexion than me. She's like brown skin. She's like brown skin. But I would date a dark skinned woman too. Like I've seen a lot of attractive dark skinned women, like very attractive. So I and personally, I would go for them over a lighter skin or even white women. So if I was in a room with a really attractive dark skinned girl, bro, I'm choosing her 100% of the time.
Want Spanish bitches.
Unless she dubbed me, and in that case, then if she dubbed me, then I'm a play the field. But
Black men don't ever date darker. They don't. Name one. Name one.
I would. I just gotta see the attractive. You feel me? A very attractive girl, and she gotta like me too. That's all it is for real. But you feel me? It is what it is. It's just yeah.
black celebrity, black male
But what
celebrity.
he's saying is probably what he's saying is fact, because that's probably the majority of black people. Majority of black people, or black men specifically, are not dating women who are darker than them. I'm not gonna say the same color as them, but yeah, a lot of black men are going for white, and it's because of the media and the brainwashing. You feel me? They're going for lighter skin. That's just colorism.
Who dates darker. It does not exist. It does not exist. And then when I show them, like, oh, I used to date this girl or something like that. Oh my God, she's throwing spears and killing elephants. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, baba doomba. Oh, la, la, oh, bula, oh, la, oh, la, oh, bula, oh, la, la. I'm like, fuck. God damn, bro. And what's funny? She was a model. She still is. She's literally like a top model in Europe and in America, like worldwide. That's how I met. We met at Nike. Top beauty standards, right? Even the most objectively, like if you say the most objectively attractive dark-skinned women are still considered, oh, I throw a spear and kill my elephant.
Bro, why does he do that annoying shit, bro? He doesn't have to do that for so long, bro. It's like unnecessary. Unnecessarily annoying. But yeah, it's just, like, once again, I'm not going to talk to him. It's just colorism.
And he married an Asian woman, a Filipino Asian woman. And I see the similarities between like directors and wanting to be like artistic dudes with wanting to be with like a different woman. Like westernized men, when they're like artistic and different, end up with an Asian woman a lot of the time because it's like, I'm misunderstood. I'm rebelling against Michael. I'm getting something all the way in the East.
A lot of white men end up with Asian women because it's just a bigger power dynamic. And I mean, there's videos on that. There's a lot of videos on that why white men go over there and get Asian women. So I'm not going to speak on it.
David Lynch, like, you put a lot of Asian women, like Woody Allen fucking adopted an Asian woman and married her. Like all these like artsy directors who want to reject and rebel against their culture end up with an Asian woman. There's a pattern. I think who you have kids with says a lot about you. Do you guys think that's true, or do you think it's just a coincidence?
Have trained us to say the N-word, have trained us to...
Look at that. You guys are saying, look, perfect example. Look at the chat. Dave Chappelle. I'm rebelling against Western culture. Marries a Filipino woman. I met his wife too. David Bowie. Weird, goofy artist, kind of effeminate. Asian woman. The artsy, like, I'm different type. And my dad, like, even...
I'm not gonna lie, I talked to an Asian woman one time, and I was actually gonna put it on YouTube because she told me I could put the conversation on YouTube. It didn't last long though, because I felt like she was playing with me, so I stopped talking to her. I kind of ghosted her. I still have her number in my phone. I don't have our messages anymore though. But I was talking to her. She was from Brooklyn, and I thought she was mad attractive. She was skinny, but I still thought she was like. I thought the face defeated all of that. Like the fact that she was skinny didn't matter to me because her face card did not decline. You feel me? Her face, like you could really be beautiful in the face, and if you beautiful in the face, it cancel out not having an ass or barely having an ass, and it cancel out, every other like negative. Like being beautiful in the face is just like, you feel me? But she was cute, and I kind of wish I did make that video, but like I started doing it at one point, but I think something popped up or a notification and it ruined the video, so I deleted it. But yeah, let's get into this. Our conversation on when we connected was it started off good, and then I was trying to like talk to her like FaceTime or like meet her. And she was playing games, so I just dubbed it because I didn't feel like it was really gonna go anywhere. But we was talking for a good month or two, maybe even 3. I can't remember, but
Even though he's half black, he never really.
but that's to show I have no preference. I had never dated a white girl, but I went to school with a lot of white girls. I date a white girl, black girl, Asian. It really don't matter to me. But I'm always gonna the black woman for me is is always gonna have like a leg up on the other races. You feel me? Just personally, like you really gotta be A1 to get my attention and be a different race.
A lot of
Cause like we don't even have like this a lot of the similarities or experiences. So like what am I about to say here and talk to you about? Like I mean there's a lot honestly. Let me not say that, but still it's like the black woman's just gonna get me. You feel me? Most of the time she's just gonna like we're just gonna our energy is just gonna reciprocate. You feel me?
a lot of Haitians I've noticed when they come to America, they never want to go back. They kind of they realize what's happening to that country. And even Trump said something about Haiti. I don't know if Haitians type 1 in the chat. If you're in here, shout out to my Zoes. Trump said Haiti's a shithole. And a lot of people got triggered by that because it's not a nice thing to say, obviously. But even Haitians, I'm sorry to say, and I know you don't need more slander on Haiti, is it really not a shithole?
Yeah, I remember my girlfriend at the time, she was Haitian, and I was like, whoa, why would he say that? And she was like, yeah, it's hella disrespectful, but she was like, he's not wrong. But it's a shithole because of the things that, you know, all of the atrocities that America and France has committed to Haiti. That's the reason why it's not like it's that way for no reason. It's not like black people did it to themselves. Um, or Haitians did it to themselves for that matter. Um, they're that way because of France. I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple. France is the reason Haiti is the way it is. France, literally.
Is it really not a shithole? You can't get gas.
And
There's
America
riots on a
backed
regular
France,
basis.
so it's America's
The president
fault
gets
too.
assassinated in his own home. The poverty level is like one of the highest in the world. There's no innovation. Everybody just gets to take turns controlling it. Anybody who has a level of power in Haiti just ends up milking it for all the money it could possibly get. Haiti, like, yes, there's a lot of great culture. There's a lot of great food. The people are amazing. But the country itself is kind of a shithole. And my
there's a
dad,
reason
for
for
example,
that.
never really identified with Haiti
Colonialism
being an
is
outsider,
quite
being
literally
raw,
the reason
being
for that.
white, passing almost kind of like Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate looking, kind of looks like Blake Griffin. So he never really identified with Haiti, and that's why he ends up like on the David Bowie, Woody Allen, I'm a deep misunderstood artist who's gonna marry some to be really different. W or L on this take. Who you have kids with says a lot about you. Doesn't mean you're racist. Oh, even Young Don, you're saying it? Young.
Yeah, I swear I talked about this with our friends, but I mean it's pretty obvious. Like it's not even like, of course, who you have kids with says a lot about you. Of course, like this doesn't even have to be about race. If you have kids with a whore, that right there says a lot about you. You feel me? If you have kids with a whore versus a virtuous woman, obviously that's which is why people don't want to be with whores. You feel me? Hoes, you feel me? It's like that already says a lot about you. How you feel walking up to someone and being like, oh, my girlfriend, she used to be a stripper, but you know, now she's this. That past is gonna follow you, and so that you're gonna not want to talk about it, or you're gonna want to tell people, oh, she didn't do that. You feel me? Imagine someone to tell you, your girl, she used to strip. I swear I saw her. You're gonna be like, oh damn, now I gotta say it. Yeah, she used to be a stripper. I don't know too much about her past, but she good now, you feel me? And he gonna be like, yeah, you don't know what she was doing back then. You feel me? And once again, people gonna judge you because that's what people do. Although you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, that's what people do. People do it all the time. You shouldn't though. But just because you should doesn't mean people gonna actually listen to that.
Young Don the Sauce God, married an Asian woman. Misunderstood artist doing his drawings in the West, right? Like comes from Jamaica.
He said
but
that
doesn't
was his
fully,
preference.
You know, like it's still, you could be proud. You could be proud, but it's also I'm saying there's a pattern.
I'd be with an Asian woman before I was with a white woman, to be completely honest with you. I'd definitely be with an Asian woman before I get with a white woman. Once again, Asian people are very much racist towards black people, a lot of them, but like once it's because of white people. Asia is racist because of white people. It's because of what the colonialism, Western, you feel me? What's it called? Western domination, Western expansion, whatever. You feel me? White people painted this picture of black people to like basically make every single other, you know, everyone else hate us, basically. Like everyone discriminates against black people. Quite literally. So everyone looks at black people as if we're less than. But it's because of white people. So I don't blame Asian people specifically, although like, you know, a lot of them be hella racist, but it's because of white people.
Maybe personality, but not so much race. But personality has a lot to do with race in your culture. Haiti was the first to free themselves and they've been punished ever since. Yes. And I had this conversation with Andrew and even with Fuentes. All right, making jokes about how, I'm not going to say who said what because I don't want to like put down on their name. But if you leave if you leave white people alone on an island, you get England. You get colonization, technological innovation, you get just all these inventions, you get great scientists and all this, all that. You leave black.
You know they stole a lot of this shit, right? You know they got all that shit because they conquered other people, right? It's not like
You leave black people alone on an island, you get Haiti. Oof.
That's not true though, because Haiti was colonized by France, and France fucked them over after they got their freedom. So it's like, he did not paint a good picture right there. Like that was not accurate. Feel me? He's just that's right there is a reason he should be banned. You feel me? Because that's just like he's not accurately representing the situation.
Oof. Damn, right in the, and on the offhand, you could also say yes. First slave nation to rebel on its own. You can't
gain their independence.
Haiti still owes money to France for slavery,
and had to pay them like 28 billion or some shit.
I guess people make that joke, trying to say like
they only just finished off paying off their debt, which America backed, even though Haiti helped America during that Revolutionary War. You feel me? Haiti just got fucked. You feel me? It's not even that they were like, if they had their independence and they didn't have to, feel me? If France didn't fuck them, Haiti would probably be pretty advanced right now if they didn't get fucked over by everyone else.
Punchline of the joke is black people are stupid. That's the punchline of the joke. And I thought a lot about what Fuentes said about the bell curve and IQ. Ever since he went on and said that Asians and white people have the highest IQ. And Spanish and black people have lower IQs. I've been thinking about that a lot.
You don't think there's a reason for that? Like, there's very obvious reason. And I guess it's just the people you're around. Like, you don't fully get it, or you get jaded to believe like the opposite. You feel me? But there's a reason. White people, first of all, they had a huge head start. Most of their families, you feel me? Not most of their families, but there's a huge amount of them who were well off, you feel me? They put their kids in top programs, you feel me? Black people, once again, black people are very disadvantaged. They put us in an interesting position, as well as Hispanic people, you feel me? They did the same thing to Hispanic people, very much so. And Asian people are looked at as the foster childs of like white people. You feel me? White people almost look up to them in terms of intelligence. Plus, the Asian people population is just huge. Like they, feel me? But I don't know. I can't really get in depth as I want to. I would love to show y'all like videos and articles and like shit like that, but um, there's reasons for that. You feel me? Like I can't
And obviously,
explain it
there's a
how I
lot of
want to
things that
right now.
factor into intelligence, like emotional intelligence and artistic creativity. But do white people and Asians, and not even Filipinos, I'm half Filipino, when they talk about Asians, they talk about like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and white people, do they have a higher IQ than Filipinos, Spanish, and black people? On average, I think he's right. I do think he's right. On the off, and even like Ashkenazi Jews have some of the highest IQs. On average, if we're gonna seek truth through funny and be honest, I think so. But white people are cornier. White people don't know how to dance. White people are more socially awkward. They are not as social and able to get, like, they will not be as creative. Black people are far more creative than white people. So, what it really.
So once again, it's just you're just making broad statements. I'm about to end it here because this video is getting too long. But once again, there you could say there's a reason for the fact that black people are creative. Is because what else are you gonna do when you stuck in poverty and you're gonna have shit? You gotta use your imagination, so you gotta be creative. But once again, at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Let me leave you out with a fact. Otis Boykin was a person who patented and created most of the elevators that y'all is standing and going up and down and every day. But you probably never heard of his name, even though he's a black man. You feel me? He also made the pacemaker. You feel me? That just was sitting in my mind. But you feel me? I'm about to hop off this because this video's getting too long and I gotta go pick up my girlfriend from the airport. And I wanted to talk about this. I didn't want to make the video this long, but it is what it is. You feel me? Just listening to him talk, he's just saying a lot of shit that's just like you got to understand the reason behind a lot of things that happened. You feel me? You just don't know the history. You don't understand why people were put in an inferior position, and that's the reason why all of this. What was Nick Frontis? He used what some type of study, but once again, you got to take into account. You feel me? Gotta take into account certain shit. You feel me? I just can't talk. I can't talk.